please tell us a little bit about your films.
Okay. Well, I'm a big fan of samurai films and anime. A little bit, just Dragon Ball. But the samurai film one, I wrote it after I kind of got scammed by this piece of shit guy about working in the film industry, and then that really taught me a lesson of like I should just own my creativity. And so I wrote it and like just really thought of what would be a cool revenge film. And the way that it turned out, I thought it was kind of cool. And then like looking back on the screen, it's more like a satirical film, I think. But it's fun. And then the Deplorale story, it was just all about the election, and then all the sound bites that we get on a daily basis, which is our new American privilege. And I just thought, what would happen if you took somebody's words at face value and like made it into a real world like situation? And it was kind of fun taking like the same old stereotypes that you hear for like 50 years, 60 years in this American culture, and then put it up on the screen. And I'm a big fan of like old school political cartoons, so like I think like the Harvest Tales one is like a political cartoon that's just not in the newspapers but on the screen. And I don't really care what anybody thinks about politics, but I hope you resonate with something in that, because I could care less either way.
All right, good answer. Okay, so yeah, I don't think I've seen that much violence in a claymation since, back in Mr. Bill, back in Saturday Night Live. You're familiar with, had to have been a fan of Mr. Bill, right? Okay, yeah, so that was very interesting and unexpected that you went that route with it, and that's why it seems sort of out of, interestingly placed with the horrors and the thrillers here. How long does it take to make something like claymation like that?
Okay. So both films, like filming-wise, probably takes me altogether, like both films took 6 months each. But the actual animation I spread out, because I will do it like 2 to 3 times a week if I have time. And so probably like 2 months filming, 2 months editing, probably 3 months editing, to be honest with you. And then with Doragon, I made the soundtrack for the first time. That's pretty interesting, because I had the privilege of hanging around with some jazz musicians, so I learned a lot of music theory. And then with Harvest Tales, I went to Curly's up in Buffalo recording studio, and we just jammed out last October, actually, which is pretty cool, once a year. So yeah, like the stop motion, probably a session is like probably 6 to 8 hours at a time, and I've never written down how long it takes, so 6 months.
I don't think I've ever written down how long it takes me to make a film either. Yeah, you don't keep track, you're busy working. So the voiceover acting, that probably happens during the editing process, I would imagine. Okay, and so do you have some of your voiceover actors with you today?
I do, yes. I have the lovely Ashley Fisher, who was the samurai girl in the samurai film over there, the pink hair beady. And then we got Mr. Scott Mancuso, a brilliant writer. He was the jack-o'-lantern. So, yeah. I don't know, but Scott's a really brilliant writer to begin with. Like, ever since I started making films, I always would send him the scripts, or just allow him to try to translate what's in my brain, because sometimes it's hard to translate what's on my brain to like the actual thing, the film. And so Scott does a really good job of helping me categorize that.
He transcribes what's in your brain. I need a guy like you. Yeah. Call me. Okay, so then there was a lot of music in Harvest Tales. Where did you get that? That's yours? You were the musician?
So, I would say that I'm a classically trained vocalist. No, I'm not, but it's funny. Probably like 2 times a year, Brandon was here. He has a record label, or he produces a lot of music in Buffalo, New York. And so I help him make films, and we go out and jam. And we did about 4 sessions, 5 sessions. And so what happened with Harvest Tales music is I was home, and spur of the moment, we went there last October, and it really jammed out. It had really nothing to do with politics, which was funny. And then we were going to record another thing, but that didn't happen. And so basically what happens is like we'll just get a bunch of like musicians over and jam out, and Brandon will record it and make it into songs. It's pretty rad. And so with the Harvest Tales one, like like I definitely wanted to get a country song in there because I think country's kind of funny these days. Only having a couple staples in the country song, you know, it's all about I got my beer, my dog, my pickup truck, right? Maybe an ex-girlfriend, who knows? And then I like surf rock, that's pretty cool too. So, but I mean, that's about it for the music and harvest tales. Yeah.
Awesome. I got one more question, and then we're going to take it to you guys. There's certainly a lot of symbolism in the political and harvest tales. And the one thing that I was trying to figure out was what's the symbolism of the berries?
The environment, because if you look at, I don't really care what you believe in because I always want to invite the conversation, and if you take politics a little bit too personal, then the issue's in you, not outside. So really, with the vitamin berries, it's more about the fight against scientific knowledge and the environment. I know it's a little bit out there, but you look at what's going on or what happened with like the attack on science, the attack on facts. I mean, I tell people all the time they're this flag just for the hell of it, so it's hilarious, but like when you attack an institution like science, you're actually attacking the progress of America and what really made us great in the first place. And so with fiber berries, like it's just the whole symbolism of like, all right, cool, we can't believe in climate change. We can't believe in that like GMOs are bad for you, Monsanto bro, right? And so with that, it's kind of like the argument of science and the environment, and just really need to take a look at what we're doing because, like, let's say for the climate change, we don't know what percentage us humans do if we do anything, but I think we all can agree that something's slightly off on our planet. And so that's the whole thing with the fiber berries.
Thank you for that. Interesting stuff. I've never seen a clay figure vomit. So, what questions do you have out there?
What's next? So I really want to make this like, it's gonna be hard. I'm trying to make puppets. I fucking hate puppets, making them. But basically it's in a mountain town, and these interdimensional beings come and kind of like, not really terrorize, but like try to find its own thing, but they bring this monster into the home world too. And so like we have like a high school girl, a scientist with Alzheimer's, these beings and a monster, and they're all trying to figure out how to get back to their own dimension. And then I'm going to probably make another one of my Searching for Stein Blanket episodes, which is more of like a meditation. So what I do is usually just get in meditation, write whatever happens, and then film it. That's more of like spur of the moment abstract. So those are the two things I'm trying to do. And then I'm working with this poet with a poem that he wrote, and he wants me to animate that. So I think that's what we're gonna do next, and we'll figure it out. No, so I do animation, and now I'm working on puppets, like Muppets. But the next thing that I'm doing is going to be, I'm going to learn how to do green screen. So it's going to be a test of how I do green screen with the animation and then the puppets. Yeah.
Do you ever keep any of the little clay figures, or they get recycled, or?
Well, they usually die, so I throw them out. But I have the prototypes, and I usually just give them to my mom. So.
How much money is on the plate?
So let's see. Let me do some math real quick. $4. All right. So probably with both films, I probably spent a grand total of maybe $100 to $150 on both. Yeah. The clay's all right. I mean, you can get them for $5 a packet. Can you just do that? Michael's. They have a really good sale.
But they wouldn't sponsor my festival. Now maybe they will.
Hopefully.
What got you started?
What got me started? Well, I was in grad school and I did a lot of drawings at Bird Avenue in Buffalo. And I just woke up one day, had a dream of making those drawings to claymation. So I just woke up one day, it's like, hey Adam, let's go to the store and get some clay. We're doing some claymation. That's what started it.